Congratulations, Chris.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Um, what can you say? Because we didn't get to talk to you at the very end, and it ended so odd. You had a remarkable season. For it to end the way it did, does it detract from it for at all for you? I know you're such a team guy. How bad did it hurt not being able to pitch at those last starts?
Yeah, that was tough. Being able to get through the full year and really feel strong. I mean, you deal with things that come up as any player does through a long season, but to have something kind of sidetrack me from the kind of the biggest time of the year was tough.
Hey, Chris, congrats, man.
Thank
Obviously, everybody looks at a pitcher's resume and you've won a World Series, you've done it all. But now to have this one, what does that mean to add kind of the most prestigious pitching honor?
it's special. It is, and I appreciate it. Again, and I think I appreciate it for obviously the accolade and the trophy and the recognition part of it, but I think I appreciate it more because it reminds me of the people that helped me get here. Um, this wasn't some easy. If I'd have won it years ago maybe, but this wasn't an easy way to get to winning this trophy for the first time or this award. So. Um, Again, as soon as it happened, I'm thinking about people and teammates and coaches and trainers and family, and it's special to me because of all the hard work that other people put in to get me here.
You came here healthy, you said for the first time in many years, and you were so excited to contribute first with the Red Sox and then after you got traded with the Braves. But could you ever have envisioned that it would go as well as it did? I mean, you were a near unanimous choice for the Cy Young over Zach.
No, I mean, short answer, no. I mean, my goal at the beginning of this year was to just be healthy. Getting greedy and thinking of things like this would have been maybe a little over my skis. Um, I was going, coming to a new team that, made a trade for me when, I'm sure there's a lot of people that kind of gave that trade the side eye originally, when it first happened. And, for a team to take a chance on me and go into a new environment and a new fan base, and a really just a stacked team, really good team. I just wanted to be healthy. To say I'd be sitting here right now would be kind of crazy. I just wanted to be able to do my job, really.
There was a lot of mention about kind of like Hall of Fame resumes on that MLB Network show when they were kind of breaking stuff down there. I know you would rather win the World Series every year, but how much does that come to mind that now your Hall of Fame resume is that much stronger in the future for whenever that is?
Not it really not for me. Not really. That's a decision for other people to make, really. My job doesn't change one way or the other, right? Um, I'm if it ended tomorrow, I got no chance. I got a lot of work to do if that's the case, and I'm not going to sit here and look at this big giant mountain in front of me. I'm just going to start climbing it, right? So my job is to go out there and give my team a chance to win, and I want to be able to do that to the best of my ability. I mean, heck, I had the first healthy season in like 5 years, and now we're talking about Hall of Fame. I'm just appreciative I got through this one, and I want to enjoy this moment and soak it in and just be able to, I got a lot of people calling me, a lot of people texting me, and I want to give them the time because they're the ones that got me here.
Hey, Chris, to join Glavin, Maddox, and Smoltz and hear from Greg and be the first Brave since '98. I mean, that's the icing on the cake, right?
Yeah, that couldn't have gotten much better from the guy that announced it, and then obviously having Jake, who obviously has won a Cy Young in 2007, but was there for me when I was a young guy. Kind of helped me with the competition aspect of what it takes to be a guy out there and competing at this level. So that was really special.
And to do it as a Brave and join that elite.
Yeah, I think I brought that group down a little bit, but I'm glad that I dipped my toe in that pool.
Yeah, I know you're not one that ever lack for motivation, but will you guys come back next year? Will you be even more motivated coming in next year, coming off a healthy year and knowing how good this team can be if it does stay healthy through a season?
Absolutely. And I don't, I think that we had a tough time with injuries this year, right? And I think that we kind of weathered that storm really well. I don't think a lot of teams would have been able to, sneak into the playoffs the way we did, having the injuries we had to the key players that we had them to. All those guys are going to be motivated to come back and be healthy and be strong and play hard. Obviously our pitching staff, we got, myself coming back. I would love to have Max and Chuck back and kind of, watching Schwelly develop and kind of being able to watch him turn into who he's going to be. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So, anytime you get left with a little sour taste in your mouth, it should give you some motivation. And, being able to have the same team almost for, 3 years, that's going to help a lot.
As you kind of look back at it, how important is a healthy offseason, like the healthy offseason you had last offseason, to kind of reset and get back to how important is that, maybe more than anything else that you might have changed or thought about?
It's big. I put a lot of emphasis on my off season, and I've spoke about it a lot, being able to do baseball stuff earlier, and just kind of it kind of sets the foundation for the rest of the year. So, I'm thankful that I was able to do that, and honestly, I'm just really trying to mirror that as much as I can this off season and kind of staying the course. And it worked last year, so I'm going to try to do it almost to the T again.
And that was to kind of follow up. I think Alex said that you would have been ready for the DS or something like it. Have you been able to have a normal off season after the back?
Yeah, so there was we got after it, doing everything we could to get me back out on the field. And we kind of had a schedule set where I was throwing a bullpen. I forget what the days were now, but I'm throwing a bullpen today to get ready if we get to the DS. And I would have thrown, I think, because they would have played in LA and then they would have come back from LA. And I think I was slotted for game 3. So I actually ended up throwing, it was kind of a weird situation, but I ended up throwing a bullpen a couple days after we got eliminated, just for peace of mind for myself, honestly, just to be able to say, okay, if I had to go out there and pitch again, I would have been able to. And I kind of put my mind at ease as opposed to going into the off season not really knowing, getting on the mound, throwing 15 pitches in a bullpen kind of gave me the reassurance. Okay, you're good. You would have been able to pitch and go into the offseason doing normal stuff and not having to really worry about things.
Hey, Chris, I'm curious, you did so much in your career, then you had the 5 years of injury that clearly was a long road back. Does it make winning this award even more gratifying, considering having to kind of go through the valley to get back to the heights that you had enjoyed at the early part of your career?
Absolutely. I definitely feel like I appreciate it more now than had I won it during that stretch I had from 12 to 18. You learn a lot about yourself, and you I think when things get taken away and you get them back, and you learn to appreciate it a little bit more and you treat it a little bit differently. And I feel like I definitely did that this year, was able to kind of slow things down and appreciate baseball and where I was at and what I was doing, who I was doing it with. Again, I can't stress enough about that clubhouse, that organization in Atlanta. I mean, walking into that clubhouse and it was very comfortable. It's a very easy clubhouse to get comfortable in, and that says a lot about the guys. It says a lot about the coaching staff, the entire staff, and obviously the front office, the culture that they set there. And I'm just thankful for them for making that happen for me.
All right. Any last questions for Chris?
Yeah, real quick. Where are you going to put the hardware? Where's it going?
I have no idea. Probably not somewhere you'd see it.
Thanks, Chris.
All right. With that, Chris,
Thanks, man.
again, man.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks. Congratulations.
Thank you.